will say good day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right, thank you. Once again, we thank each and every one of you individually and all of you together collectively for the co-creation of this interaction and for allowing this transmission into your reality. We will begin this transmission with the idea that we have titled it the UFO Witness Declaration. This is, in many ways now, one of the first steps that will be taken with respect to our ability as a civilization initiating first contact with your civilization to be capable of being a little bit more involved, just a little bit, in what you might call your political arena, social arena. The idea now being that many of you are beginning to recognize that many people on your planet have had encounters with us, with others, like us, and that this is becoming, as many of you have said, the biggest secret that everyone knows. Thus, then, it is now timing in your collective consciousness, in your acceleration, to begin to put forth these ideas a little bit more openly, in a manner that will help accelerate our ability to interact with you, your ability to interact with us, and create, over time, and in perfect timing, a consensus in your reality for those who prefer open interaction with us and others like us. And we express to you our gratitude in being able this day to put forth from our perspective, from our reality, the first step in greater involvement in your world to truly begin to anchor, to truly begin to, shall we say, crystallize and solidify the new third reality we are creating together. And the way in which we will now begin to do this is through this declaration, which we will first ask Nania to read out loud.
UFO Witness Declaration. Fact: from 1982 to 1985, large triangular and boomerang-shaped UFOs were reported over the Hudson Valley by over 7,000 credible witnesses, including police and officials at the Indian Point nuclear power plant. Fact: in 1989 and 1990, large triangular and rectangular unidentified flying objects, one the size of an aircraft carrier, were reported over Belgium by over 2,000 witnesses, including police and military personnel. Fact: in 1997, multiple sightings of a mile-long boomerang-shaped UFO were reported over the state of Arizona by over 10,000 witnesses, including police, military personnel, and Republican Governor Fife Symington. We make no claims as to the nature or origin of these UFOs. However, those who have taken the time and effort to conduct serious, in-depth investigations into these reports know that these sightings are of real physical crafts and are indisputable facts. Thousands of such sightings of physical crafts of unknown origin have been reported throughout the world for decades by credible witnesses, yet most who report such sightings are treated with ridicule, disbelief, scorn, and even threats. In light of the facts, We who have witnessed such unexplained crafts no longer accept this cynical mindset as realistic or credible. Those of us who are witnesses to the UFO phenomenon know they exist for a fact. This is not an issue of speculation for such witnesses. However, we do not insist that non-witnesses must believe such objects exist, only that witnesses be treated with respect and that we deserve the same fairness and courtesy afforded to any individual or group who honestly expresses their point of view without fear of ridicule, punishment, or persecution. Recent polls clearly demonstrate that more than 50% of Americans believe that UFOs are a real phenomenon that deserves legitimate recognition and serious study by open-minded, qualified scientists, rather than being summarily dismissed as misperceptions, fantasies, hoaxes, or hallucinations by cynical, unqualified debunkers. Over 36 million Americans have seen a UFO. To put this statistic in political terms, these witnesses are also voters. Therefore, we urge all who agree with the spirit of this declaration to send copies of this letter to their representatives, public officials, the media, the police, the military, airline officials, NASA, and all candidates running for any public office to assure them that our votes will go only to those who acknowledge the UFO phenomenon as real and deserving of serious scientific investigation, and who publicly endorse fairness and respect towards any witness who reports a UFO.
Thank you, Nania. Now, with this declaration, we put our first finger in your political arena. Listen carefully to all who are listening to this today. Post, send, spread this declaration in its exact form wherever you wish. It has been designed with a specific frequency, a specific vibration. Do not alter it. Do not paraphrase it. Do not add to it. Do not subtract from it. Send it as is, intact. It has a particular frequency that will aid and assist in the acceleration of this energy, of this awareness, of this awakening, of this state of being in all those who are, at the very least, willing to be open to this information, willing to be open to this energy, willing to be open to the reality of contact between your civilization, our civilization, and other civilizations who are already observing, already present, and despite what many individuals on your planet may believe, may think, or may assume is possible or not possible, we exist. We know you exist. Traveling to your world is not so difficult as many of your scientists may think. They will soon come to understand how this is accomplished. We have described in many cases how this is accomplished. Even though you are unto yourself a beautiful oasis in the sea of stars that is your galaxy, you are not as isolated as you may think. Contact is an ongoing experience and part of the natural evolution of you as a species, from what you may loosely call Homo sapiens to Homo galacticus. You're at the very beginnings of this journey, but this journey has been going on for a long time in your terms of time. But you have now arrived at the tipping point. And again, we are grateful and extremely ecstatic to have chosen to interact with you, for we do nothing that does not excite us fully. And interacting with you, we cannot imagine anything more exciting.